So earlier this morning, I was scrolling through Twitter and I came across something sort of interesting. There was an NFL player who is currently a free agent that responded to this tweet here from Randall Cobb, or Randall Cobb spoke in this clip here posted by Kyle Malzahn. And it says here, Packers wide receiver Randall Cobb didn't hold back yesterday when asked if he thought the young wide receivers appreciate the tough love from Aaron Rodgers rather than silence. Pretty certain after hearing this, the standard is set in the wide receiver room. Full quote from Cobb. So here's what Cobb said, then I'll show you the response.
It doesn't matter if they appreciate it or not. This is the way that we do things here. So it's either you get with it or you get out the room and we'll find somebody else that's going to get on board with what we're trying to accomplish.
All right, so I'd say very reasonable words there from Randall Cobb about the wide receiver situation. And then here is who we have responding. We have Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills has 3 hands up, sort of looking like, hey, maybe you guys want to add me. So it seems like Kenny Stills would like for the Packers to bring him to this roster, which I honestly don't think would make the most sense just with where Kenny Stills is in his career with the Packers and all the receivers they currently have. I just don't think it makes much sense to add a player like Kenny Stills right now. We just added a player in Travis Fulgham a few days ago, and I think that to already have lots of these players here in Green Bay who already sort of know the offense, have picked things up, I think it makes more sense to stick with those guys. But I want to look at Kenny Stills and just sort of how he has played in the past, because starting off in his career, he was very successful in New Orleans. 2013, 640 yards his rookie season, 5 TDs, then 930 yards and 3 TDs. So when he was playing with Drew Brees early in his career, was playing very, very well. Then he had a stint of time in Miami from 2015 to 2018, played pretty well majority of the time, 440 yards, 720 yards, 9 TDs, 840 yards, 6 TDs, 550 yards, 6 TDs. But when we look at his past 2 seasons, he hasn't been very productive. In 2019, he had a pretty solid year, 560 yards, 4 touchdowns. 2020, only 144 yards and 1 touchdown. Then 2021, he re-signed with the Saints, but he only had 6 receptions for 68 yards and then was released. So he is currently a free agent right now. He is up there in age at 30 years old. And I think when you look at Green Bay, when it comes to free agent wide receivers, there were questions this offseason. It's like, are the Packers going to add a Julio Jones? That didn't happen. He signed with the Buccaneers. Odell, which I think is still possible because he's a free agent. Anything is possible. And my take on Odell is that he's probably going to wait till a little later in the season because his ACL is still trying to heal up. He's going to sit around and say, okay, which team do I think has a shot to maybe go for the Super Bowl? And then I think he'll pick that team. It's very likely I think he signs with the Rams once again. But the Packers could be an option if he looks around and says, you know what, maybe the Packers wide receivers don't live up to what people are hoping, which I think they very well can. But if time comes and it looks like the Packers maybe need to add a weapon, the Packers still have salary cap space. I wouldn't be opposed to signing Odell, and I feel like Odell wouldn't be opposed if he thinks the Packers have a shot at making a run at a title. And I think that's what he's sort of looking at, like who can I go win a Super Bowl with, which I think makes sense for Odell. But Kenny Stills wants to come in and join the Packers, and if the Packers added him, that means that they think he has something left in his tank. From what it seems in his past couple of years, it looks like he hasn't been very productive, so I don't think it would make that much sense. But interesting to note that he does seem to, at least from that tweet, seems like he wants to join the Packers, but who knows. But I just wanted to show you guys that really quickly. And if you guys haven't checked out my second channel, Sideline Scoop Uncut, I'm going to try to start posting more stuff over there, so feel free. I dropped a Jordan Love video there yesterday. I'm probably about to drop like an NFC North prediction video there, so go subscribe. We're like 2 subs away from 1,000, so feel free to subscribe to that channel. Thank you guys for watching. We have the Packers preseason game tonight. I think it's 7 o'clock Central, playing against the Saints, so I'll probably be out with the video after that game, giving my thoughts on what happened, and I'm excited to see what Jordan Love can do tonight because I think there were some promising things from Jordan Love last week. He did struggle at times, a little inconsistent, but I'm excited to see what he can do tonight versus the Saints. Hopefully he comes in and just balls out, has an amazing game. That's my hope for Jordan Love, but I'll keep you guys up to date, give you guys my thoughts later tonight, most likely. So that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.